Jambo and welcome to Fundi Cafe. I'm your host, Floyce Jeru. I'm also the founder and designer at Africa's Closet. A few months have passed and I have been working behind the scenes. Recently joined real estate school and I'm almost done because I wanted to also be part of that conversation, getting our people in better homes. Now let's get back to fashion. Fashion in 2021. What have I learned? Through my own business. I love using my own examples because that's the only way I can be very sincere and transparent with you guys. So far, I have learned to be diverse, to have options, not be afraid to try. We now have a natural skincare product that we launched at Africa's Closet called the raw shea butter. We source ours from Ghana, and soon we're gonna be also bringing in the shea nilotica from the Nile, made in Uganda. We're very big on African sourced products, so this is a plus for me to be able to present this to you and for you to experience it. The other thing that I've observed is that African fashion has really taking course, especially abroad. There was a need for us to have these products available to everyone that wants to buy, but at the same time now I see a trend where if we're not careful, it's gonna turn into fast fashion. Most brands now are manufacturing in bulk, of course, to meet the demand, but then once everyone is no longer interested in the piece or the season is over, what happens? Then they gotta get rid of all that inventory, and what do they end up doing? Sale, 50% off, 80% off. Guess what you do as a consumer? Of course you want to get the lowest price possible because now the economy is a little bit tricky, so you kind of want to save your money, so you get the items that are on sale, which is great. You're getting a bargain. But guess what happens next year and the other year and the other year? You're gonna have a closet full of a lot of pieces that are not quite versatile, and I am gradually leaning towards the minimalistic approach to this, whereby we just supply what is needed and then go on to the next season. I am so big on versatility, so I tend to not produce pieces I will have to keep when the season is over. And I think that's the one unique thing that has kept us in business to date, is thinking of the end user, the customer, making sure that the pieces are versatile enough for you to be able to work for you anytime. You don't have to wait for the next summer sale or the next winter sale or the next clearance sale. You will have this piece and have the option to make it your own. I love every time when I meet you either on a trade show or on a festival and you're like, how do I wear this? I am always so excited to show you how to rock one piece more than 5 ways or even 6. I just love that, because when you leave the stand, you leave educated and you leave motivated to even create more looks out of that piece. The last thing I want to talk about is distribution and also the consumption of African fashion. And with distribution comes the knowledge, the product knowledge, because you cannot distribute. I believe at some level you gotta know what you're distributing, and you as a consumer, you gotta know what you're taking in or what you're buying. So with distribution, there's a lot of things that are at play here for the designers, for the business owners. You know, educate yourself, do your research on which e-commerce websites work for you. COVID taught us that you gotta go digital. All the events were canceled, and we are kind of slowly getting back to the way things were. But still, you gotta have that platform that you don't have to be there every day for the sales to keep coming. So make sure you automate your sales channel so that you don't have to really rely a lot on events. Looking back in 2019 and the years before that, my business really relied a lot on events, African festivals, trade shows, all that good stuff, pop-up shops. And we were still online, but that was where we kind of met a good crowd, and we were able to talk, interact, you name it. Most people just want to come, feel the fabric, um, also shop around and see other options. So with that said, I think it is very important now moving forward for any business to be set up digitally so that you can still make sales when everything closes down. On the next show, we're going to talk about African made fabrics. They're made in the continent of Africa, and how to best work with them and take care of them. I hope to have more people on board to continue this conversation about African fashion and what is working, what is not, and where we can improve as designers, and what you as a consumer expect to see when it comes to African fashion. That's it for now. Don't forget to follow our podcast on Anchor. We are on Google Podcasts. We are also on Spotify. And you can as well watch this series on YouTube at Fundi Cafe. And also you can read our blog at fundicafe.com. Thank you so much for tuning in or for watching. Stay focused, stay blessed, and always stay fabulous.